quite excited about today's meeting because we've been doing ever so well, and we've got a lot achieved. Ignoring my emails, I've requested the company tonight, but obviously not. We've had a rejection from the listing, and I had 28 days to reapply for that listing against that decision, which I've appealed. Obviously, I've got the paperwork, and I've had an email back to say that they're looking at it again. So we can be a bit
optimistic.
Hopeful. Yeah, a bit optimistic, and hopeful that we could get something done now. They did say in the rejection letter that it was the initial rejection, which got me thinking. You know, does it go through this rigmarole? You know, being rejected with the first. You know, do we have to fight a bit harder and get the listing, get the appeal going? So I sent off the appeal, and I don't know if you've all seen all the videos on Facebook.
Yeah. I knew about the meeting through that tonight.
Yeah. We sent.
Excuse me. What is your name?
Maggie.
Maggie. Yeah, I've seen a lot of your postings and what have you, but I'm also in a group back on theirs.
Right.
So that's made of storm.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
So it's been ongoing.
Lovely.
And I was brought up in Bark Street, just outside there.
Yeah.
So I never lived at Palais.
Yeah. All the groups on Facebook have been wonderful.
Yeah.
And I think it had...
it has an impact.
Yeah, I think everybody's talking about it. Yeah. Well, this appeal, obviously, I'm optimistic. You've got to be, you know, we can't just sit back and do nothing.
No.
We've got to keep fighting on. We have two main points. The conservation, they said it wasn't in a conservation area.
You're going to move it on?
Well, it is in a conservation area. If you see there, and can you see, that black line all the way around there is the boundary for the conservation area. So these two maps are on the council. Anybody can get hold of these. So I can't understand why they've said that it isn't in a conservation area, because there it clearly shows that it is. That's one of our grounds. And obviously the social heritage of the Bolton Palais, you know, it's war years and the memories, how it's touched thousands of lives.
Well, when was it built? 1926?
1928.
Yeah, I said 26.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was 2 years.
Go to your room.
Yeah, it's not even 100 years old yet.
No.
You know, let's get it to 100 and have that centenary with our Bolton Palais. We can all go dancing in there. Now, is it the green line? If any of this as planning permission, it has it can have a grant, a business grant to renovate, and our Bolton Palais is in that area.
Right.
So if it was to be renovated, it's in the right area to get a business grant, so that would help.
Not
with
from
the
the lottery,
renovations.
not a lottery.
Well, you
You
never
never
know.
know, do
We
you?
never know with
Well,
the
the
lottery.
situation with the lottery usually is you have to have already proven some track record.
Right.
That was the situation they had in Stockport with the plaza. They
I
couldn't
see.
get lottery funding to help them until they'd actually got the thing up and running and going properly.
Well, that's what we intend.
I'm on that
Remember
picture.
this?
I'm on that picture. Yeah, we can see
You can
the
spot
light
me.
shining off the top of your head.
If you look at
I mean-
these stairs, can you see them stairs there? Those stairs are false.
Yeah, they are.
That's not an original feature.
No.
The stairs to
Is it
to
the back? It
building,
was further back.
It was
There was a
at
cloakroom
the side.
at the back.
Yeah, there was.
At the side, the right hand side, your two entrances. You're there with a cloakroom because I used to take bags, handbags.
And there was
And
a,
there and on left hand side.
yeah, and there was a
You could go, left hand side,
there was an entrance to the stage
Yeah.
there as well.
Yeah.
It said backstage.
Mhm.
So yeah, that's what we're aiming for. Walking for there. And can you see this man here? Dancing with his man.
Oh, you tried in there.
Yeah.
This is the response that I've received from the appeal company, the English Heritage. Thank you for your application, blah blah blah, and they're paying attention to that, I think, hopefully. I don't know how long it's going to take. The last listing, that took 12 weeks, so I'm hoping this response will be a lot.
So while this is going through, can Mordrag not step in and do anything?
No, they can't.
They can't.
No, not while there is an appeal, an application in
He's-
progress.
He's got planning
Well,
permission.
legally they can't, but there's nothing to stop them sending the
So, what's their planning?
The accidental
What they want
firing.
to do
He's
to
got planning
obviously
permission
demolish it.
to put the vinyl advertisement on the outside.
The facade?
That's not been accepted yet, has it not, Bernard? I
No.
don't think
Not
that's
that we
been
know of, no.
accepted yet.
But that's only an advert
It's only an
for
advert.
stuff that
Yeah,
they've already
yeah.
got going. Because if they're prepared to put an advert on there, it means that bit's going to be staying around to hold it up.
Not that wall, not that wall down, will they? They've got a big advert there. So, you know, that's going to happen. I think they'll get permission to do that. It's advertising his Amazonian in the vaults. And this is our. I was going to talk about this picture, but I seem to have lost it. I'll introduce you to the artist. The artist is here with us later on. Do you know what our vision is? We've sort of created a vision what we think the Bolton Palais de Danse of Bolton will look like. What do you think of that? That is an actual building. It's an actual ballroom that is running now. Guess how much they're charging to rent that room for one night?
No, what?
$2,500 to rent that room for one night. If somebody wants the wedding there on one night, that's what they have to pay to rent that. And as you can see, it's very similar to
It is, I was just looking at
to
the
how
balcony there and
Bolton Palais
the chairs
was.
were there around.
You know, we've got the stage area.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
we could have that. We
Oh,
could
yeah.
have that. We could have this balcony
Yeah.
here. You know, the dance floor in the Palais was a lot bigger than this. It went right back,
Yeah.
didn't it? But we could have that,
I know.
can't we?
Some people talked about having a Northern Soul venue.
Yeah, that's good. Northern Soul.
Yeah, well, there isn't a Northern Soul venue
No.
in Bolton.
That could
There's
be
not a
good.
place for
Yeah, but
live
they do
acts in
travel.
Bolton.
It's Salford. You know, Stockport. Yeah.
Well, that's like out of
Maggie,
town, isn't
You're
it?
going to have to excuse me. I've got a friend, an American friend. Well, he's just arrived today, and he's staying in this hotel. And he said he doesn't know I'm here yet. I know he's here. Right, so he's well doing.
Go get him.
I'll go and get him. I don't know which room he's in, but he'll have a surprise when he sees me. I know what you're
It sounds like Father Christmas, doesn't it?
Ho, ho, ho.
And I do apologise because it seems to
I can still hear him.
forgotten everything what I'm supposed to say. Today's thing. These are the sort of acts that we could get at the Bolton Palais. You know, there's room for that one, isn't there? We could have that.
No, you can't have that.
We could have the Asian weddings, which are massive. Bolton Palais could cater for them.
Yeah.
And the children in the pantomimes, the school pantomimes, and the live artist. There's plenty of room for them. We could have them, that entertainment every night of the week.
Of course you could.
You know, even the youngsters there, the youngsters.
Well, it's actually them that we need to get interested in,
Yeah,
because
you know,
they'll keep it going.
We've all got grandchildren who's going to secondary school.
Oh, yeah.
You know, when they leave school, it's big now in England, the prom nights. And what do they have to do? They have to go out of town, they have to go to Hague Hall or, you know, further afield for the prom nights. And Bolton Palais, well, I'll have to stop saying that. Palais de Danse at Bolton is surrounded by secondary schools. We've got them in every direction. And possibly £5 in a taxi to get them at the Bolton Palais. You know, but there's not the dance space. You know, they want to dance.
Well, they're not allowed dancing in the Victoria Hall.
No.
Don't say that's where they get the
One of the
degree.
problems.
I know, it's one of
But it's a
those.
church.
They're travelling.
Yeah.
It's a Methodist church.
Oh yeah, I know.
Not downstairs, not the main hall.
yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, in the main hall, with it being a Methodist church, they're not
Yeah.
allowed to do it.
Oh.
That was the problem we always had, and that when I was teaching, we used to do an annual concert at all the schools, but we weren't allowed to do dancing on the stage.
I think this venue, this ballroom has to be a multifunctional. I don't think it will work any as a nightclub. It was proof it didn't work as a nightclub. You know, it lasted a couple of years, 8 years with them.
Icon nightclub, 13 year.
Yeah, 13 years. But look at the years that Bolton Palais had. You know, through all those decades. And we could do that again. You know, people would pay £20. I know I would. You know, even if it was only one night a week, you know, I'd go in there, I'd go in the afternoon, and I'd encourage my grandchildren to go in, you know, and have dance lessons. So. There is definitely the need. People go to gyms. They go to gyms to keep fit. Why? Because they like it. People come here and have a yoga class. And they keep fit. No, that's why you want to. You know what? I've worked with dementia patients. I've spent a lot of years working with dementia patients. And if we had a venue like this, for dementia patients, where they could go and have a sing-song one day a week, I'm sure they'd be a lot happier. And they could have a cup of tea in there, and a scone, a jam scone. What do you think? And the children in now, it's this is like street dance. Where's my pointer? This is like street dance here. What these kids are doing, they're all doing it, aren't they? You know, but you can't do it in a little place. You need the space. Like the Northern Soul dancers. Have you ever seen them when they're dancing? They put the talcum powder on the floor, don't they? And they need the space. They wrap their arms around and they twirl and they spin round on the bottom.
Sorry, could you show us that again?
Old teacups there on that table. You could get that there in the Bolton Palais and a bit of ballroom dancing. I can see that. We had, was it Come Dancing? Was it hosted in the Bolton Palais?
Yeah, in the
By the
60s.
BBC?
Oh, yeah.
Could do that again. Could have Bruce Forsyth in there.
I do
Is he still
think so.
working? Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
He's semi-retired, isn't he?
Well,
He's back in
maybe
there.
he'll come for a cup of tea. What do you think?
Oh yeah.
No, yeah.
And the local schools could hold the shows there and the pantomimes if the stage was big enough. And the children could have like a nursery thing going on. Could be used as anything. Multifunctional. And there we go. That's evidence. We'll get a support grant if it's going to be renovated, which could come in handy. And that's off the Bolton Council's website.
Dingle bell.
It's eligible.
Sorry, he's not allowed yet. Coming from London. Not allowed.
So, with the Bolton Palais being on that corner, I know like 30 years ago the traffic wasn't the same as what it is now. You know, I mean, most of them streets there are one-way system. This one's a one-way. That one's a one-way.
Yeah.
You come this way, and buses go down there, don't they?
Yeah.
And it's one way up. No left turn. Is it no left turn?
No.
You go straight up and
No,
then
you can't go down towards town anymore.
Is that right? Have you any views on the safety? If we're going to let our children go in there, you know, or our grandmas
No.
go in there.
Well,
what do you
if
think of
there's
the
a proper
safety?
barrier on there, it
Well,
can't be a
the existing
problem.
barrier's still there. They wouldn't. That's up to the
That's what I'm
council.
saying, if there's a proper barrier on there,
There's always been
there's
there.
nothing they can refuse.
They'd have to have another entrance maybe
That's possible.
created at the other side where, or further along that road there, St George's Road is there.
They've got 2 fire exits on that side.
Yeah.
One that leads to the balcony, and then one leads on the ground floor.
But I know people should, you know, take responsibility for their own safety. And it isn't going to be like a nightclub where people are going in to get drunk. It's
No.
£2,000 for that. It's going to be a bit posher than that. You know, people do. Most people will want to go to dance, not to get drunk. But obviously, there's always one, isn't there? But I think other entrances and a lot to do with the safety of the children going in, you know, would have to be in consideration. But I don't think that this road will cause
What do
any
you mean
problem.
you call children? You mean
Teenagers,
Teenagers.
yeah,
Right.
teenagers and dance students, for instance, or college students, if they're going in there watching a live band, you know, they're going to want to come out there safely. You know, I don't think that, because some people have said that these roads are an issue now, you know, they need new entrances and you know, the council aren't going to pass it because, you know, the mass amount of people coming out of there would cause, and the traffic would cause an issue.
Does anybody know what the traffic's like of an evening?
Yeah, well, I don't think
Oh
it's
yes,
too bad. You have
but
a
it's
lot of
very
taxis.
slow.
You've got about 3 takeaways on that road opposite doors at the same time,
But it's
which is not.
anywhere, isn't it?
Most kids are picked up, aren't they? So
Yeah.
you've got to make
Mm.
provisions for that, haven't you?
Yeah, yeah.
See that out of taxes, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so do you think that is like the owner's responsibility of the pub, of the club to sort that out, or the
I
parents
think
really?
it's your own responsibility.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
you know, people should take
I
their
don't
own
think they
responsibility
could
for
do
that.
that.
I'm thinking.
Because they could sue them, couldn't they?
I'm also aware, you know, about the building. The owner, whoever owns it, need an entertainment license as well, because that's what most pubs and that have to have an entertainment license to play live music or whatever.
It's rat infested inside. It's in a bad state, isn't it?
It's not rat infested.
It's not
Well,
that
that's
infested.
what, when they had the What's-It on, the dance off there, and they went inside and they saw the original, the set that was up. The rats all over.
Well,
It's a well-known
we've
fact.
been inside.
What would you say?
and it's been
You were there on the
perfectly
night.
okay.
What would you say?
No, well, I wasn't there, but I don't think
No, I think it's propaganda that somebody put in.
Yeah, it's propaganda.
No.
that's all.
We had a tour. We had a tour
everything.
Yeah.
of the Bolton of the Palais.
Yeah.
John and myself.
Well, and me.
And Mr.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
and you and Vinny.
And we went everywhere in there, and
We was
there was
all
no
over.
sign of anything like that.
And there wasn't
Well,
a
you
There
rat
were no
know-
trap.
droppings, more importantly. You couldn't see any
The
droppings.
video's actually...
Yeah, you know John, the man that got it going,
Oh, yeah.
in the dance-off, he went up there,
John.
and he were on TV
Jack.
and said
Jack Murphy. It's Jack Murphy, yeah. Yeah.
He did say
Well,
that. He said
He
full
wasn't
of
telling the
rats.
truth then, let's put it that way.
Well, I don't know, I don't think he'd tell a lie.
No.
He
I
might
don't
have
think
been,
he'd
he
tell a lie.
might have been
Not
asked
on
to say
television,
that.
I don't
No,
think so.
Jack's never
He were a
said anything.
grandma,
He's
he
very
was
serious
belting.
about the rats. I don't believe there's rats there. And this building has been empty for a couple of years. It does need renovating. We're not saying it doesn't need renovating. You know,
The basic
obviously we'll have
fabric of
to
the
have-
building is reasonably sound. There
Yeah.
are places where it needs attention, but it's not major.
Yeah,
It's certainly not falling
got-
down like we've been
we got
Yeah.
every
led to
room.
believe.
We got every room on video when we went down there.
Yeah.
We had the secret video going, and it was by torchlight because they wouldn't turn any lights on.
No, because of no electricity supplies.
Yeah, we got photos, we got the tape, and it's on Facebook.
It's on
so
YouTube as well.
Anybody can see it, and it's on YouTube. Right, this
Excuse me.
is the Palais de Danse. This is in. Oh, this is an English one. This one. It's in Kidderminster. Now, this is operational now, but this is what this is what they put on, you know, certain nights of the week. You know, it's this old time music. I don't think this will work for Bolton, but it's working in Kidderminster.
Well,
It's not so far away, because they
everybody's
chose
got
it.
different tastes, haven't they, what they
Yeah.
want, you know.
But it's like, you know, 20s, 30s, 40s, you know. If you buy the tickets, how much are they? £25 each. You know, I'll get 1,000 people paying £25.
And it's again round back, you could do.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, this, look at that. Beautiful. Look at them people.
Is that now? Or are these recent?
This club,
Cleethorpes.
this is in Cleethorpes. No, that one's...
Palais on the Pier.
We've got this one, we've got a website of that one there. But this one is in Kidderminster. But this is in operational now, this one. You know, and then this one in Cleethorpes. Shall we have a look at that? And it is, what I'm trying to say is, this sort of thing, what we're trying to do now with the Bolton Palais, other people have got the idea. Other people are doing it. You know, and it's working. Look at this. It's working for them. Why can it not work for
You
Bolton?
feel as though you've been kicked in teeth, don't you, when they won't do anything? Don't you? You know what I mean?
You know, this is only in Cleethorpes. That's not so far away. You know, I mean, they're in competition possibly with Blackpool,
Yeah.
but they look as if they're
It's a shame,
doing a
it
fine
is.
business there.
Yeah.
They've done Swinton Palais up, haven't they?
Yeah. What does Stockport Plaza actually do? They do tribute acts, don't they?
Yeah, they do theatre shows. It was originally opened as a cinema, so they still have it as a cinema
As well.
as well.
And that was a derelict building. People fought for, like we are doing,
Yeah.
fighting for the Palais. They fought for the Stockport Plaza, and they won, and they got it renovated. And it's a going
It's an
concern.
ongoing project. They're actually restoring all the seating now to how it was when it was. But the plaza is actually 1932, so it's 4 years younger than the palace.
I just interrupt a minute. I've just had a comment saying, "Well done, Maggie. Keep up the good work." So, Susan Sterling.
Oh God! I work with her. Oh my goodness!
Yeah, while that picture's up, we need to remember as well that there is something unique about what we call Bolton Palais. There are plenty of buildings called the Palais de Danse, and there are quite a lot of Astoria halls.
Yeah.
The only building in the world called the Astoria Palais de
Is
Danse.
that one?
What we
Is
got.
it really?
Yeah.
Are you intrigued?
Yeah, I am, yes,
How we
definitely.
created this picture? Has anybody got any ideas on how we created this picture?
I don't
And it
know.
wasn't me this time.
I don't know.
Well, we got. Yeah. Let's do it because it's one of John's.
I have no idea.
This is how we did it. I'm saying we,
Yeah, yeah.
the artists.
Yeah.
Your people.
But I watched and I was blown away with the technology. This is what we did.
Were it the last one, Mara? Were it Ritzy? Were it?
No, this is our palette. This is our palette, this one.
Yeah.
And this is the icon. And we've put this bit to this bit.
Oh yeah.
Can you see?
Yeah.
And then we found these doors which are inside the Bolton Palais, and we thought, oh, they'd look nice there. So we just slotted them in. And obviously this side is this side.
Yeah.
But just put
Then
over there
we
as
used the
well.
shops there inside.
Yeah.
There. You
Yeah.
see that top,
This one here.
top one? You're at your top one. That's the old photograph that's always on Bag on Days.
Yeah, that was taken from the BBC, that.
Yeah, well, when
That was a screenshot.
When the BBC did the show, You Make Me Feel Like Dancing.
Yeah.
They came onto the Bolton Palais site
Yeah.
and pinched my picture.
Oh!
And they superimposed it on a modern pitch.
And
yeah.
ironically, I didn't find out about the Bolton Palais doing the show until I think it was about 6 weeks before, wasn't it?
Yeah, yes it was.
You know, as I'd have loved to have taken
You
part
live
in
in
all that
Bolton,
dancing.
have you?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
always have done. Yeah,
Right.
yeah. We used to go to the Bolton Palais in the 70s.
Good, good. Good.
Right, are you inquisitive? This is our poster. You've seen that.
Yeah.
Now that has gone a long way round Bolton.
It has,
It's all the way round
It's
in
gone. In
libraries and...
fact, I'll go as far as to say it's as gone as far as Australia and New Zealand.
Oh.
Because I posted to my friend in America that's not come yet.
And I've not got a lot of free time,
No,
so
no,
I just
no.
do it when I can. But in Harwood, it's in the libraries, it's in the
Yeah,
hairdressers, it's in the pubs,
Yeah.
Farmway.
It's even in
Well, I
London.
think that's best because you keep it going, don't you?
Yeah,
Keep it going.
and it's in my car, so it drives everywhere.
It will be in Birmingham tomorrow.
Sorry.
Yeah.
It will be in Birmingham tomorrow.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
Yeah, because
Bernard
it's
has got it
the
in
Community Radio Awards
displayed in his
2016
window.
tomorrow.
Oh.
And the programme that I do on Oldham Community Radio has been nominated for one of the awards.
Oh,
So
good.
fingers crossed we get.
So we're rooting for Bernard. Rooting for Bernard. Yeah.
So I'm nearly famous.
Right. Now what next? The artist is this little lady here.
Oh, right.
Which she's called Nicola.
And Nicola.
Nikki, and John's her husband. And this is my daughter.
Oh. Is your daughter?
Yes.
Oh.
Oh, shy. And we put together if the Palais de Danse of Bolton was in business today, we put like a website together. It didn't have a website when it was in its heyday, but
It
today,
It did, there was one behind the stage. Quite a few spiders.
Oh, very good.
right now, if you imagine what Facebook does as an advertisement campaign, fabulous. Just think what business it would do for the Palais if it was in operation. Now we'd have a website, wouldn't we?
Yeah.
Would you like to see the website?
Yeah. Yeah.
This is our vision of what our business would look like if it was in operation today. And this is what our vision of the business plan for Palais de Danse of Bolton. Obvious we'd had some glass in them windows.
That's a bit radical, isn't it?
So we're just gonna scroll down, introducing Bolton's fabulous events venue, Astoria Palais de Danse, dance venue, theatre, day venue, evening venue, events venue, dine, dance and dine. We all know, we all love that sort of thing, don't we? And I know when people are dancing, they're having a good time. You don't find a miserable person dancing, do you? If somebody's miserable, if somebody's miserable, they just sat there sulking, aren't they? They won't get up. But until they get up, they're not enjoying themselves. This is what we need for Bolton. We need people who are miserable at home, who have nowhere to go, to come and get dancing on that dance floor. All he needs to do is open it all up, get rid of all that nightclub, the nightclub features, like those horrible stairs, open it all up, reinforce those walls, because this is a very good roof. I've seen it. And get that dance floor, and then get the Northern Soulers in there.
That's right, and
Get the rock and rollers.
Yeah.
Let the money come strolling in.
Instead of
And
them
then restore
travelling
it.
to Stockport for Northern Soul,
Yeah.
probably people are travelling that live in Bolton that are going to Stockport for that. There's not one in Bolton, is there, Northern Soul?
Do you all agree that's what we want?
Oh yeah.
Is that what we want for Bolton?
Yeah.
This is the cabaret shows. Shows every Friday night, starting at 7 p.m. when you've had your tea. Local artists, like our Bernard. You'd appear here, won't you?
Oh,
Amateur dramatic groups in from around Bolton perform many shows, only at the best Bolton Palais. Get your tickets here. This is where the dance lessons, we can click on these and we can buy a ticket to go and see these shows.
You can't yet.
You can't yet, obviously. It's a fictitious. Soloist, we could have all these tea rooms. Afternoon tea and scones served in style. Tea dance, Thursday afternoon in the main ballroom, 2 till 5. Waltz away those stresses and strains.
Oh, they do that at Blackpool Hotel.
Yep, yep. And who's saying they're not successful? People come from all over to go there. We could have this. We could have this at Bolton Palais. Ballroom dancing. And entertainment nights, first class entertainment. Like the soul singers. You know who they are. Who recognises these here? Come on.
Boys on, is it?
Oh no. Before boys on. Who's this man here?
Can't see.
Specs on everybody.
Even I don't know.
Right, answer that, John.
Oh, it's Four Seasons.
Yeah. How good are you? Well done. Well done.
Today, Frankie's here today. Frankie Valley.
Frankie Valley and the Four Seasons. Yeah. And we've got the ballet dancers there, the children. We could put some bars around and get them doing the demi-pliés and whatever. And look at this. Look at all those handsome chaps there.
There's that woman.
They're all dolled up in the finery. You don't have them going in nightclubs, do you? Dressed like that.
No.
No. What do they want? They want a ballroom, don't they? They want the space to dance with those lovely ladies dressed in all their finery. Yeah. And this man here, you know, he needs space to dance there. That's your weddings, wedding parties, look at them, having a fun time. And there's the come dancing show. And this is like the folk singers, rock and roll bands and stuff, yeah. Anybody want to hire the club?
Yeah.
Yeah, shall we? Shall we hire it? I think that's going to be brill. And the toilet, look at them. Nice posh dressing rooms for the ladies, and that's what we need. We want to get rid of all those stairs and get some posh ones in. And that's our tea room. Okay. And underneath we could have this. We could have mirrors all the way around the nocturne. Nocturne. That's taking me back. You know, we could have the teenagers dancing down there. You know, learning to dance, and they'll get in touch. There's our website there. This website is going to go live tonight. After we finish the meeting, it's going to go live. Obviously, nobody can contact us.
They can put comments on.
Nobody can interfere with it. If it's on Facebook on our groups, we can all comment on that. But obviously, nobody can interfere with that. People to see what we can do.
Yeah.
You know, given half the chance, this is what we can do with Bolton Palais. And if they want a manager, I'm your woman. Oh, and another thing, very important. On the front of this are all little individual tiles. You know, they all need cleaning up. We found the perfect man to do it, the perfect businessman to do it. He lives in Darwin. Apparently he had something to do with the original, his family run firm.
The company is called Darwin Terracotta.
Yeah. So,
and we believe that they were the original contractors that did the job.
it was original and responsible for the tiles in the first place. So, if any need repairing and cleaned up, he's the man to do it.
It's actually called Faience, F-A-E-I-N-C-E. See, it's not just thrown together, all this information, you know.
You know, there's quite a few in Bolton.
I've messaged Peter Kay.
The Canadian that we're with him on.
Dave Spikey, I've messaged him as well. And he's not replied.
I've also sent a message to Ray Davies of the Kinks.
Oh, have you?
Well, you know his song, Come Dancing,
Yeah.
that mentions the Palais being pulled down into the car park.
Right.
Well, I'm hoping that we will get his permission to slightly rewrite that song to fit the...
Have you seen the music video to that? It looks very slightly uncanny to the actual Palais in Bolton. Have you seen it?
Yeah.
The rumour that it was going to be a car park, I think that's not a rumour. I think that is what the intention is. I think he needs. Do you agree with me there?
Yeah, definitely.
I think he needs the car park, car space, and the land that it sits on.
Yeah.
They've got plenty of car parking space there already. Okay, they built up on the top, but it's not. They're not desperate for space in there, and the footprint of the Palais is not very big. Certainly not suitable for a car park.
Well,
So
there
I
used
would
to be a car
doubt it.
park underneath the Palais. I don't know how many cars were.
There used to be a garage. You know that slope?
Yeah.
You could get in from back Street and come up on Bridge.
Well, you know from the pictures that you've taken that one of the main ramps for the existing car park actually comes up the side of the Palais. So it wouldn't make a lot of sense for them to try and put car parking on the other side of that.
Right.
Go in one end and come over out to the other.
Yeah. What other use would it be?
Pound
Well,
shop.
if they were
Because
to
he
take,
did-
if they were to get rid of the existing building and just keep the facade, they could actually build a new shopping precinct in there, which is an adjunct, if you like, to the marketplace.
Yeah, but why save it? Why have a story of Palais de Danse on a shopping centre? You just wouldn't, would you?
Yeah, you would.
Do you reckon? I
Yeah.
don't think so. Well, they could,
But we don't want that. Rock on and we're away.
Yeah.
There's a comment here saying, yes, we should all back the renovation. Would be amazing with the new vaults up and running. This will be a huge addition. Forget car park. People will be using trains. New infrastructure. This is somebody called Andrea Dineen.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The Bolton Palais is in the heart of Bolton. You know, we need the heart and soul bringing back. I've said that before, but that's what Bolton needs. We need that heart and soul bringing back. And get people dancing again. Let people come from miles around to dance there. Like
See,
we used to
it's
do.
in a good position because there's plenty of parking around. You know. Yeah, there's loads.
They were coming on
I
buses
mean, up
from
by
Leeds.
PC World, there's a belting great car park that I've used in the past, and there's all over the place. You know,
Yeah,
parking
we
is not
don't-
difficult around there.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm parked in the
I
basement.
quite like the vaults. You know, they seem really good. But you know, he spent 19 million on them. I took this advertisement from the Bolton Evening News about the vaults, and it said £300,000 were going to be spent on the regeneration of Bolton. We won't need that. A little fraction of that to do. Renovate this as well. You know, regenerate this. Have it fitted into all the buildings round, but keep that dance floor.
Nothing to do with council though, has it?
Not yet, no.
Well, yes, it does, because if it's in the conservation area, they are the legal custodians.
Right, well,
Well, obviously, he's going to, whatever he does, he's going to need permission anyway. He's going to need planning permission to do whatever. And this is I'll pass this round. This is the application.
no, it's in the art now.
My application for the appeal. And the email that I got back.
Yeah, in Bow Street, they're making a Westhead, aren't they? It's not coming down. They're making
Yeah,
one in Bow Street.
in Wall Street.
No, it's being a Westhead, retail.
Yeah, it's going to have shops underneath, and it's going to have
That's right.
apartments over the top.
Apartments at top.
And I didn't know that. Manchester. That gentleman that's just gone was from the Bolton Evening News.
Oh, hello there.
He was the crime journalist. I don't know why they said the crime journalist. It's not a crime, is it really?
Oh my,
It is a crime. It is a crime to get rid of
And
those.
of course, he's taking his comments out of what
Yeah.
you're saying.
If they knock that building down, it will be a crime.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I'm going to train myself too.
Yeah.
Well, my daughter says I hope I'm not.
Are you going on longer track?
I do want to. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think it'll be, that's our next step, isn't it? Get a big
Yeah.
chain and
Yeah.
chain ourselves.
Well,
Is he going to do a write-up on this journal?
Yeah.
They did a good one last time, the lady that was here, the journalist.
Yeah.
She had that soon in the paper.
Yeah, she did, yeah.
Was it the 19th?
Yeah. And we had our sign, didn't we? We had our sign.
Oh, wait a minute. Have we got one here? Have we got one each? Oh, what's it? Have you got one?
No, that's,
What's this?
that's,
Still going on.
What's it?
Yeah, still.
that's the appeal, the application for the appeal, that's gone after, and that's the reply from them. So, I do apologise for being so nervous.
You don't come
I
across
had
as nervous,
everything organised, and I've not had a lot of time. Your daughter's done most of it, so I think she should have a round of applause. She's wonderful. I love her very much. I met her dad in the Bolton Palais. So you should knock it down, really. No, I'm a lick it down. What did you think of the meeting today? Was it alright? Yeah. Yes. Right.
Okay. I'm going now, Maggie. I enjoyed it. I'm just going to Palais now.
Did you enjoy it?
I did love it. You done a good job.
Well, I hope you and all those rats have some fun.
Well done. See you. Take care. Very nice. Okay, Maggie.
Thank you very much. I'm
Really
really
glad
glad
to
to
know
meet
it.
you.
See you later.
3 minutes.
Ciao.
Thank you for coming. Bye.
Yeah, you're welcome, Maggie. Hope to see you soon.
See you again soon.
Are you going to eat them crisps?
I might. It'd be rude not to.
John W. to the treatment room now.